At the start, I felt very anxious. I didn't know a lot of people at JTF, and I didn't have a sophisticated background in fundraising. But after our first meeting, everyone was so welcoming and inspiring, and I just had a great time.
JTF has given me the opportunity to give back to the community and also meet new people in my Jewish community.
Going to the program, I felt a little bit nervous because I had no idea who was going to be in it, what it was going to be like, because it was my first year. But I learned so much, and I met a lot of incredible people along the way.
Since I had such an amazing experience with JTF last year, I was really excited going into the program this year.
And this was a great way for me to use my Jewish values and while also working with other Jewish teens to make an impact.
I wanted to apply to JTF this year to help give back to the community and learn more about philanthropy. I also wanted to learn how to fundraise and meet new people from around the Bay Area.
Going into JTF, I felt a little nervous because I didn't have much experience with philanthropy. However, I also felt really excited because I wanted to learn more about how I could help underserved parts of my community.
So I joined the Jewish Teen Foundation because of rising rates of anti-Semitism, which made me want to not only learn about fundraising, but to more importantly become part of this incredible community of Jewish teenagers who are all so passionate about making this world a better place.
I've gained a lot of Jewish values from this experience, and some of my old Jewish values have also been strengthened by this experience.
One skill I learned was definitely persuasive communication. Whether it was presenting proposals, pitching fundraising ideas, or speaking with donors, JTF helped me become more confident in sharing my thoughts in a way that inspired action.
This is my 4th year, and I couldn't imagine a world where I missed out on the opportunity to see a bunch of young leaders like myself grow.
JTF really just showed me that I can make an impact and I have leadership abilities. Whenever someone says, oh, you're 16, you really can't do that much, I just think I know I can.
Having leadership council was really helpful, especially seeing students that are not just a few years older than me and leading our big groups and leading our part of our meetings and our pod meetings, and I thought that was really inspiring.
JTF has taught me how to have an open mind when it comes to consensus, when it comes to population, when it comes to grants, honestly everything, and I think it's a really important life skill to know how to have an open mind.
Learning about Jewish values around a bunch of other Jewish people was really valuable to me and helped me feel more concrete in my Jewish identity.
I remember I was advocating for one group, and eventually we had to come to agreement, and I had to give it up, and that was a real learning experience.
Leadership isn't always about having the answer. It's about asking the right questions, being an active listener, being open-minded, showing up to all of the meetings, the service day, the retreat, and having passion.
I think we've done a really good job all year. I think that everyone's really open to learn about different perspectives, and even if someone doesn't change your mind or anything like that, people are very open to hear the other sides, and it's always very respectful, and I really appreciate that everyone does say what they feel.
Yeah, I just think it's really important to be confident in what you're talking about because that will lead you to success.
You know, there was the serious side of JTF where it was fundraising, asking for donations, but there was also a not so serious side, which was just having fun and having a good time, making jokes, making people smile, making people laugh, and those are the moments that I'll never forget.
JTF has really helped me build some meaningful friendships because everyone here is just really nice and kind and supportive.
I think that JTF is really a safe space for everybody to share their opinions. I know we've gotten into a lot of conversations this year where it's maybe even been the whole board against one person, and I really love that because it really shows that people won't get peer pressured into changing their answers, and it really makes it so that we have to have meaningful discussions so that everyone feels included and everyone feels like their ideas contribute to the group.
There's so much passion for social justice in every board member, and that everyone who is there really, really wants to be there. And I think when that energy is around the room, it makes you want to be there, it makes you want to work hard, and that's always really inspired me about JTF.
JTF was definitely a way for me to connect back with my Judaism in a meaningful way that also had an impact on the world around me, not just myself.
Having guest speakers come with experience who know firsthand what we are trying to do and can give us a lot more information on their experiences, and then we could take that
One skill that I developed through JTF is the ability to disagree in a respectful and productive manner, and JTF really fosters this skill through consensus meetings and discussing decisions as a whole board.
Even though we were all very different, we all had the shared passion for learning and Jewish values and philanthropy. And everyone was super nice and helpful, and we really learned over time how to work together to reach our collective goal.
The LCs, and Rachel especially, did such an amazing job of walking me through the fundraising process and just teaching me exactly what to do to make it over each hurdle, and I now feel very, very confident in my fundraising skills.
If I had to give one advice to next year, I would be in fundraising, and it would be to play to your strengths.
Got incredible guidance and support throughout my fundraising, and while I deeply enjoy more hands-on work, and I will continue doing it, through JTF, I've really come to understand how fundraising enables us to make an even greater impact and contribute to causes more comprehensively.
The most valuable lesson I learned in JTF is that the result you get out of something depends on how much effort you put into it. Meaning, it is important to put effort into fundraising and sending out emails, otherwise people won't donate to your fundraiser.
JTF is a different kind of leadership experience because you get to really see the impact you're making. There's really no experience similar to JTF.
It made me much more motivated and made me understand that what we're doing is important and that even as a team, we really can make a difference.
JTF is the most amazing community ever, and it really deserves your full attention because it's such an amazing place and it has a lot of special people.